home to Middlesbrough. Ipswich Town struggled to get a victory against Wolves. Salford City lost at home to Burnley. Mersefield Town drew against Peterborough United. Port Vale defeated Sutton United 2-1, and Manchester United defeated Crystal Palace, and that's a big talking point. The question I want to ask: did Crystal Palace feel their third-grade team against Man U, or it was the same Crystal Palace team?
Yeah, sometimes it has to do with the quality of coach you have and what he believes, how he, rotates his players. Because we've seen situations where, like a team like Liverpool, they don't take any of these tournaments, lightly, especially the FA Cup. They feel all the same players playing the Champions League, the FA Cup, the Carabao Cup, and all that. So I don't believe they feel that, their second team, because you have to register players for that particular tournament. You had an Ayew in that game. You had an Ayew. I think you had an Eze in that game also. So it's not a fading old player. Man U is a big club, for God's sake. Forget about the crisis they are facing.
Due respect. Ten Hag, congratulations. At least that will give the team.
Yeah, it's a big respite for Ten Hag.
Big respite. Still within England, we're going straight to Liverpool, and we're looking at the all-time top scorers in that particular great team. I really wish Akim Musare was going to be here. He told me he'll be coming today to talk about one or two issues. I would have actually wanted him to have a discourse when it comes to Liverpool, because he's a great Liverpool fan. But all-time top scorers, and Rush is still having the top notch with 346 goals, having appeared 666 times, and Roger Hunt is having 285. Gordon Hudson, the man who just went to Saudi Arabia, a midfielder with 241 goals, and Billy Landell, 228 goals. Mohamed Salah is fifth on that prawn, 187 goals. You have the likes of Steven Gerrard, Robbie Fowler, Kenny Dalglish, Michael Owen, and Harry Chamber. Now, this is one great club. You can't take anything away from them. If it comes to tradition, if it comes to pedigree, if it comes to history, Liverpool has it all.
Yes, they have it all. Even some of the names I saw that, I don't think I was born when those guys were, gracing
in the 60s, in the
70s.
Somebody like Billy Landell.
Even Kenny Dalglish. What we did was that
I watched a bit of Kenny Dalglish, but they were replayed games.
Okay, exactly.
Very dazzling from the
you have to go online and really check out this guy, because Liverpool at some point they were forced to reckon when it comes to football in England,
even in Europe.
Yeah, in Europe, and winning the Champions League and other great tournaments out there all over the world. And I'm happy to have a player like Mo Salah being ahead of Michael Owen and Steven Gerrard. That means over time, Salah has really lived up to expectation.
Yes.
Forget about what he's earning. Yes, he's a big player. At some point, he talked about, I need a 350. If you don't give me 350, I'm leaving.
And he got it.
And he actually got it. And you have a lot of clubs coming for his signature and all that. So I think Salah has grown in the ranks. Remember, he has his boots out there in the British Museum, scoring 33 goals in the EPL. So kudos to Salah, what he has done so far for Liverpool.
All right, that's a bit of Liverpool history, and you will agree with me that this is one team that has complete pedigree, complete history, complete followership all over the world, right back
and also stubborn fans. Don't take that out.
I don't know about that. All right, let's go straight to Serie A. There are games coming up today, Wednesday. Cagliari will be playing AC Milan. Now Empoli will play Salernitana, and Verona will play Atalanta. Inter Milan will play Sassuolo. Lazio will play Torino, and Napoli will play Indonesia. Now, this is the game I'm interested in. Would Osimhen play? Because the last time he played, the coach had to move him out. He felt bad. He showed some rascality, which was quite uncalled for. It wasn't necessary.
Exactly, it wasn't necessary. Before I talk about the Osimhen story, you keep talking about Sassuolo. That's an airline. This is Sassuolo. Okay, I wonder if you guys have something with these Sassuolo people.
Okay, Sassuolo.
I mean, I don't know if that was the same airline that crashed the other time.
Correction taken.
Anyway, yes, we're going to see Osimhen in action again against Udinese. But losing a penalty doesn't mean, it's end of the game or, end of the road for you. They didn't lose that game. They shared the spoil. It was, and they walked away with just 1 point. And if you go down memory lane, you had it up with the Brazil that lost the penalty against the Brazilians at the World Cup. Also, if you go online to find out great player penalty misses, you'll be amazed to find out Lionel Messi is topping that chart of penalty, people that, players great players that lost penalties. So Osimhen shouldn't just cry foul that he lost the penalty. And also, like he said, he was a little bit arrogant on that part on his coach. Remember when Spalletti was there, he had similar issues and all that. He was suspended for like some games. And Osimhen should understand this is football. You have to keep giving your best attitude-wise, in terms of you have to be disciplined, because you're a role model to a lot of young players out there. So I think it's going to be a tight one. It's coming with all the aggressiveness into that game against Udinese. I'm sure they might just end up picking 3 points in that game.
All right, let's quickly tell you that the Saudi Arabia Premier League is soaring, is gaining momentum, is gaining ground. Right now, Ronaldo has increased that league revenue to 650%.
Exactly. I mean, Ronaldo is Ronaldo business. That's who he is right now.
Ronaldo
Wherever he goes
right?
to, he bring in the business aspect is quite massive. And I'm very sure that the club, they made more than what they brought him for, which everybody knows. And he has opened the floodgate for a lot of big names to come into Saudi Arabia. Even before he went in there, you had the likes of Tony Wakame, you had Odion Gallo, but right now it's just a flurry of legends going in there to really make that league, one of the best league in the world, the SPL, the Saudi Premier League. And at some point we heard that CAF is asking them for support in terms of finance.
Yes, so, we talked about it last time.
Yeah, so what is coming in the SPL is quite massive. They have over 140 countries doing games out there in the SPL. It's a good one for them. They might just compete, with the APL, I can tell.
Something came up. Carlo Nora, head of operations of the Saudi League, says signing Cristiano Ronaldo to play in Saudi Arabia has helped broadcast the league to 140 countries and increase the league revenue to what we just mentioned, 650%. Now, it is the broadcast angle I'm concerned about. We are starting the NPL, Nigerian Premier League. The streaming factor is still an issue. Africa is 52 countries or 56 right now. If 30 countries in Africa can watch the Nigerian league, it will go a long way. But look at what the Saudi Arabia has done. They invested and they're reaping in 140 countries.
Exactly. Now you talked about 30 countries being in the Nigerian league. But now this is it. Is our league enterprising? That's a big question. What kind of players do I want to see? Because I went to my TV and watch a Kano Pillars. After 30 minutes, I was like, what kind of football are you playing? Because I'm supposed to watch and understand our game. It's not just watching and start clapping because I'm seeing the Kano Pillars. And for God's sake, what about merchandising? I want to wear Kano Pillars jersey because I love Kano Pillars. You can't get that. You can't see it. How many Nigerian teams are online? You can go online and buy jerseys and other things, like mugs and stuff. None. So what are we talking about? We're talking about broadcasting, right? Even if Kenyans want to start watching the Nigerian league, do I have fun watching in Nigeria? That's a big question. What are the stadium like? What are the turf like? Because now, I'm not trying to throw shade on 3SC. At some point, the league management said some part of 3SC, the stadium, now is a big, wake-up call for Shea Makinde, because that was his project. Now, they said some part of the stadium is not, there's no grass. What are we talking about? Now, you're talking about broadcasting and all that. So, a lot of factors should be put in place if you want a lot of countries to key into Nigerian league.
There's this word some of us make use of. We'll get there. We're no longer getting there. We've passed there.
We are still crawling.
No, we've passed there. All right, congratulations to the SPL. It's called SPL, Saudi Arabia Premier League. Just in one season, that Ronaldo moved on, they are into mega box. 140 countries is no small feat.
Yep.
That means there are countries watching the SPL than the EPL even.
Exactly.
That's just the simple truth.
Yeah.
So,
because you have followers of Ronaldo, and now it will amaze you also to believe that a lot of people are flying from Europe to go watch Ronaldo in Saudi Arabia.
Very true.
Now they've made their visa package easy.
Very true.
You can go to Saudi and get a visa and go see Ronaldo.
All right, we'll see how it goes. The league is about kicking off. We'll see how we improve on it. You had Harrison Cholo speaking earlier on about developing certain sports policy that will grow sports. Football is no exception. All right, we'll round up the show with this story. I deliberately kept this story to the end just to amuse Joel. We have therefore moved to ensure that the referees will no longer carry out their duties under any form of duress, fear, or pressure. Who is speaking? NPFL.
I don't understand. They said they have some equipment. What would that equipment do?
Secret assessors.
Secret assessor. Are they going to wear them?
Not equipment. They are human. They are human. They will just hide in the crowd, taking their reports.
We are supposed to have, gone past this.
The way we do our things in Africa is different. Please don't go there. Don't go there.
We are supposed to have gone past. What do you mean secret assessors?
The way we do our things in Africa is different.
This is Nigeria.
We don't want VAR.
Now, back in the days,
we don't want VAR.
We don't want VAR because we're scared of NEPA issue. The generator might just go off.
We don't want VAR because we're using VAR. For referee to run from the center pitch to look at the TV, fuel is finished.
But the law says 10 meters to the ball.
I say fuel is finished.
Now the thing is this: back in the days, or in the Nigerian Premier League, The home team has to host the referee.
But it's no longer like that now.
Because you need to know your referee at the match venue. But I'm telling you here and now that it just make believe.
No.
A lot of teams know their referee before games. I should believe.
There's this slogan. They play.
They play.
Yeah. Just believe.
The NFF should keep playing.
We'll get there.
They'll learn.
But for me, candidly speaking, it's a very funny aspect. If you look at the whole scenario. Bringing in a secret assessor to assess the referee. What about if the referee says, "Guy, we share 50-50"?
No, let us believe the referee might not know who the assessor is. Like you said, it might just be someone in the crowd. It's like having a flight marshal on a plane, and all that. Now, this is it.
But the assessor comes to threaten you. I watch you.
No, he's just going to give his report at the end of the day.
That's all. In this Nigerian situation.
Look, what we need is Irabo and the NFF should go and train our referees.
That's where we round up the show this afternoon. It's quite interesting to know that certain things that comes up in our own scenario here are so comical. Joel, thanks for joining me this afternoon.
Always a pleasure.
I want to say a very big thank you to Harrison Ochola, who spoke earlier on, giving a complete view and throwing some more light into what is happening in Asaba. I want to say a very big thank you. And we couldn't get to Lucky Sunday due to one reason or the other. I will get in touch with him because we really want to know what's happening right in Asaba in terms of organization and the mood in there. Big thank you to Aki Faburo, who had done well turning the camera in the right direction. Not forgetting Sam Eze and my main guy in there, Tayo Oloshola. But the biggest thanks goes to you all out there who stays glued to Super Screen TV, watching us always all over the world. My name is Princewill. As a sign out, I say be good to yourself till Friday. Bye for now.
And away from a second, and stabs it back for Lingard, and he's going to be bundled in by Taiwo Awoniyi! And Taiwo Awoniyi, the Nigerian, the £17 million man, scores
It has been a phenomenal performance from Sergio Perez. The Street Fighter's done it again. Sergio Perez wins in Azerbaijan to take his 6th career victory, to beat his teammate.
Behind those fast hands.
Oh, Ruiz is hurt again.
And both of them.
They're trading and Areola's getting.
Oh!
Ruiz is hurt again.
And he's looking.
Rossi on the brakes and leads the way into turn 1.
Gibernau and Rossi head to head, side by side, with a whole shot. It's going to be Rossi on the brakes. Rossi.